You can tell what kind of tree it is by the way that it is. Yeah, yeah, woo! Boo. Well, I've got some news for y'all. I'm no longer going to be traveling so much. So now I get to work on all of this. It's going to be a long journey. I think I want to take a moment to kind of explain what's happened over the last 3 years and some change. I moved up here originally for a job, which ended up becoming 100% travel. It's not like my feelings are hurt or anything, but that kind of put a damper on what I thought was going to happen. You know, it's man plans his steps, but you know, God ordains his ways. I'll look up the verse for you. I may have misquoted a little bit, but what I thought I was going to do was every weekend be kind of tuning this place up. But I ended up becoming kind of, well, one, too busy. I was traveling all the time. I was gone a lot of weekends. I was either flying or driving. But my physical state got a little bad. It got real bad, actually. My mental state was not good. And every time I came home, it was like I was doing laundry and just turning right back around and getting on the road. So the house just really didn't get a whole lot of stuff done. And so I just kind of made messes everywhere. I would start a project and then just straight up not finish it. Just either when I'd get home, I'd lay down, sleep, be on the couch, like it hurt too bad to even walk up the stairs. But I've gone, you know, to the doctors, the specialists, gone on medications. You know, I had a couple of trips to the ER last year. And I'm not trying to make this like a sob story or anything, but I just kind of want to give you a sense of where I'm coming from, because my other houses were not as messy. I mean, I'm not dirty, like there's a difference, but messy. Like I get projects everywhere. Like, don't get me wrong, my garages were always full of car parts. My living room always had something spread all over that I was building. But when it came time to have like friends and family over, like I could clean it up, I could put it away. And now I have stuff just spread everywhere in there. And then I've got my cars over here that they all kind of need some help. And I thought that I was going to be driving my Subaru, my 4-door Naomi again while I was here. And it's been 3 years. And so it kind of hurts my feelings a little bit. Like, I apologize to them every time I walk by. The blue one, it needs a little bit of a timing chain replacement, or timing belt. I'm sorry, that one doesn't have a chain. It needs a timing belt replacement. It needs the pulley and the tensioner replaced. Like, that's the only thing that's pretty much wrong with that one. The black one, Naomi, the 4-door needs the engine put back in. I do need to adjust some of the bushings that I've put in there. I installed some of them backwards, and we'll see on that. But what kind of knocked me off the horse for making videos is I started a few projects and then something would get in the way. 3 Sundays ago now, after I left church, I went to Walmart, picked up some stuff, got into the Miata, and it just straight up didn't start. So I've got a video coming on that. So I spent a whole bunch of time doing that one, and when I got done, the camera had no audio. My lav that I had a lav connected to the shotgun mic, recorded super low audio. And then this guy, the one I was wearing, just straight up corrupted. So I'm gonna have to reach out to Rode. I tried doing some repairs on it, like doing some hard drive trickery. And I might show a little bit of that on here too. But it shows that it has no space available. All my files are gone. So that video is going to be a voiceover. I was going to do this intro. I was going to do an intro in front of the house and the cars and all this other stuff. And that's when the Miata decided not to start that day. So that kind of interrupted the whole rest of my afternoon. Well, now come to find out, I thought there was something sketchy going on, but the Miata, Natalie, she is blowing a head gasket. So now I've got more content. That's the way I'm looking at it. Every time something goes a little crazy, a little wrong, I got more content, right? So I got all that on order. But last weekend, I ended up hopping down to Florida and helping out my parents on some of their stuff. And I've got videos coming on that too. And another thing that kind of just went a little sideways, it just kind of knocked me off my horse a little bit, was I'm installing a stereo inside of my dad's semi-truck. And I got it for him for last Christmas, and it's August now. So you can see it was just a lot of busyness, a lot of traveling, not a whole lot of time. I get it almost all the way set up. At least the fronts, excuse me, at least the front speakers and both amplifiers like don't work. One is powered on and it gets very hot, like it's playing music hardcore, has nothing connected to it except for the power. The other one lights up like a Christmas tree, and all it has is the power connected, not the remote wire. So I'll show maybe some pictures of it in this, and you can just kind of see how I had it laid out. So that means I got to get with Rode about a lot of it's not working. I figured out this. I can see that it's doing audio now. So, yay, I was out here for like 20 minutes sitting there trying to figure out why it wasn't doing that with some setting. I didn't realize that I had pushed a button on SQ, and SQ, I guess, does like slow motion or something and knocks out, it just cuts all the audio. And I recorded all that stuff fixing the electrical, well, bypassing the electrical in the Miata and getting it running while I figure out what's really going on. I kind of have an idea. We'll get there, but this is kind of my game plan. I'm going to go through this house and these cars and all my projects just one by one. I'm going to record them, upload them, and I'm just going to kind of separate them by vlog type. So I'll have like house, car this, car that, soldering this, game console modding or repair of a hard drive, which I have to do. I'm sorry, Rob, I'll get back to you. Working on my parents' house, working on my dad's semi, just kind of like breaking it down into like a category. And then, if it piques anybody's interest, then, I'll kind of follow it. If it ends up taking off, then maybe I'll do a whole nother segment on it. But I'm just going to I think I'm going to stick with the title thing for right now. Vlog, what type it is, what it's on, a general idea. I also need to get back into just a routine. The last month since I started my new position, my new job, just kind of getting used to being home. Decided to take a break, take it easy, stay off my feet, just kind of get into a groove. And I had a couple things happen. I've recorded quite a bit. I just haven't gotten back to editing, and so that's something I'm going to also do. Is I'm going to set up I'm going to redo my work desk, my workspace. That whole area, I got more monitors, I got microphone stands, I got camera stands, I got lighting stands, I got more cabling, I've got sound deadener stuff to hang on the walls, hopefully, so I can hang that mic a little bit closer without having to wear a headset all the time. Maybe it'll sound a little bit better. I'll play around with that. But I'm making this intro, this video, this whatever you want to call it, more for me. Like, I'm probably gonna watch it 1,000 times, so I'm gonna be the one with the most views. But I want to see where I started, where I'm kind of coming from, kind of set as a motivator, as a reminder, as like accountability, and just to get myself into a routine, show what my goals were starting now. And then when I look back in 3 months or 3 years or however many I got left, just see how far I've come, or if I didn't do it at all. Just kind of like, oh man, you should have did it. You had a chance. You had a. I guess I'm getting out of the scene here. So that's just kind of my thoughts. And I want to make sure that I 100% make sure what this, what my life is about, what my channel goal is about, what, whatever you want to call this thing, this platform. I want to make sure that everybody understands where I'm coming from. I believe in God. I believe in Jesus Christ. I believe in the resurrection. I believe in the Holy Spirit. I'm a Spirit-filled Christian, and I just want to share what the Lord has blessed me with all of y'all. I think it goes back to ever since I was a little kid. Every time I bought something, a toy, video games, mostly video games, I always bought 2 to 4 controllers. Everything's multiplayer. I always wanted to share with my family, my friends, my sister, my cousins, my parents, and we'd play Bomberman on the Sega Genesis with my sister. Like we just wear it out. So done that, through the last, before I moved up here, I had game nights with my friends, the game night gang, we call ourselves. I mean, my door was always open, and I'd like to get back to that, or at least set up for it, so I could actually have people come over again, set the theater back up, set up all the video game stuff, all the arcade stuff, get the garage so we can just start getting car stuff done. So even right now, borrowing, get my hand under it, woo! There we go, I can figure it out. We got the Ford 500. It was my grandmother's years ago. My dad let me borrow it while I'm getting this stuff back in there. I mean, it's a whole nother set of stuff I could do in here. I just put tires on it. It needs brakes. We can upgrade those. It needs bushings. It needs ball joints. It needs tie rod ends. It needs the clicking in the engine to go away, which is a timing chain tensioner / pulley, I'm pretty sure. Sorry, I'm doing this all off the cuff. I got the wind blowing, got my hair going. Just, maybe I should have came out here with my Vipers on. Sorry, I'll do it later. Maybe I can learn how to do some DIY tint. I keep looking up the screen. I want to make sure I'm in frame. Got to use all this equipment that I got. But I've had people asking me. I've had people asking me online. I've had people asking me in person. Hey, where's your videos at? Hey, where you been? And I just kind of want to follow up that, everything's good. Everything's getting back on track. I need to get back on this horse. I need to start getting into the editing, like really learn what it is I'm doing. I've got some certs that I'm working on to get some licenses for a drone that y'all saw me unbox in another live stream. So I've got plenty of content that I just need to edit. I've got 4 videos I know that I've already started to make or have all the content for. I have the live streams that I can chop up. I can put those together. And now I've got this stuff in the pipe that I got to do. So, but before I use the drone, I want to make sure I have the license so I just don't get in trouble. So I've already started a course, not sponsoring anything, but I went to Pilot Institute, and I can put links and stuff in there about it. But I kind of like how the guy's going with it. He seems very, he wants to teach you everything about aviation, which is cool. I like to know how things work, not just enough to just get through the test. I should go back over here because the wind's blowing that way. I don't know. Got my hair in my face again. Everybody loves my hair. But yeah, routine is really the biggest thing I think I need to get back on. Got to get routine. Got to get my studying in. Got to get my editing in. Just got to get my workstation, get me a workspace set up for the editing so that I'm not swapping out. Because right now what I do is I keep swapping out personal laptop, editing laptop. I have just this desk space I keep swapping out. And I'm just going to push that out. I'm going to make the area bigger, hang all my monitors so I don't have to keep switching. I've got some, I would say, multiplexing going on. I've got some HDMI switchers. So it's not really a true multiplexer. Those things are a little pricey. But maybe in the future, just not today. But I know I'm rambling a little bit. I just wanted to kind of put up a general idea of where I'm going with all this, what I'm trying to do. Life's changed. I'm doing a lot better. I'm better up here, better in here. My feet, my legs, everything feels better. I just had to just get it done. I had to go see the right people. I had to get the right stuff in line. Just get on the right meds, get on the right everything. But, I checked in with who I need to check in with. I taking care of myself, and we're gonna do even better. We're gonna get this routine thing in. Y'all are gonna see. So this is super embarrassing. This is it is a complete disaster. Every room in there is filled with boxes, boxes of stuff. One, I was being messy. I was just I don't want to deal with it. I'm shove it in the corner. But 2, every time I try to start a project, I'd drag something out and open it up, and then I'd just leave it there. So the order of operations that I feel like I'm gonna do, and I may cut this up and move it around, but the order of operations is I need to get the garage open so I can get the cars in there so I can actually work on them. I have a room in there that is just going to be one big storage room. And so I'm going to clean out that storage room, get the stuff that I've staged in the garage into where it needs to go, and the rest of the stuff in the garage out here into the outbuilding. I've got plenty of room, all the lawn equipment I just need to just separate my areas so that way I have that workspace. But then once I get the storage area set up, I've been buying bins Like I'll buy the Commander bins or whatever, the black ones with the yellow tops. You'll see them. I've been buying those so that I can start organizing. So I'm gonna have a box like this is just gonna be straight up Wii stuff. This is gonna be camera stuff. This is gonna be Lego stuff. This is gonna be tools. This is gonna be, you know, just childhood toys that I've had forever, action figures, whatever. I gotta organize it, separate it, but then I'm gonna mark it like where I can find everything. And then once I get the other rooms cleared out, I can build the shelves. I can start putting up all the decorations and all the collectibles. I can build out the arcade and the theater and everything like that. So I just kind of have to have a order of operations. And I know some of y'all that know me, that's how I work. It's like, oh, it's gotta be done in a certain order. You know, I get real particular, but it's just how it works and up here. And it's been thinking of that for a long time. So we'll get to it. I'll slice this up, we'll get it uploaded, and then we'll get to work on that desk just so I can start getting the rest of the videos put up. And once I catch up on my backlog, we'll start filming the rest of this stuff. But I just want to thank y'all for taking the time to just kind of listen to what's going on, listen to the update, listen to what's going on. I mean, I've only been doing this for a few months, and I've got my 50 or 60 subscribers. Thank y'all. So I just wanted to leave y'all with this, and y'all already know what I'm going to say. God bless you. Jesus loves you, and I do too.